Well, I couldn't possibly tell you. It's here. Can't you feel it? This whole room, everything is in color, and I can feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules. I'm part of it. Can't you see it?
I'm trying.
If nobody else, yes, everything is one. You have nothing to do with it. I am one with what I am. I can see everything in color. Well, I just couldn't. I couldn't possibly tell you. It's here. Can't you feel it? This whole room. Everything is in color, and I can feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules. I'm part of it. Can't you see it?
I'm trying.
If nobody else, yes, everything is one. You have nothing to do with it. I am one with what I am. I can see everything in color. Well, I just couldn't. I couldn't possibly tell you. It's here. Can't you feel it? This whole room. Everything is in color, and I can feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules. I'm part of it. Can't you see it?
I'm trying.
If nobody else, yes, everything is one. You have nothing to do with it. I am one with what I am. I can see everything in color.
Okay. 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 Hearing myself twice. Okay. Okay. Because I've got Twitch open. Close that. How are you all doing? Let me just post that. And let me bug everyone in the Discord real quick. One moment. One moment, caller. Be with you in a jiffy. There we go. Who is this diva? It's just me protecting my eyes. It's like 4 monitors up in this thing. It's too much. How's everyone doing? Was the fade okay? Is the Tok working? Is the YouTube working? Is the Twitch working? Are we all working? Is everything working? All 3 are working. Terry Lopez. Good. How about you? I'm great. I'm fantastic. I'm just catching up here. Overnight, so Olivia _456789 followed us yesterday when we were streaming. And since then, we've had 2 more followers, which is great. Vlad has reached a 10 stream streak. And BENCHIKI is the new top clipper at 5 views. Don't know what that means, but that's what that's the Twitch activity feed. And now we've got Ender XOU following. So thank you very much for that. It's lovely. Working. That's you.
I'm just saying.
I busted her.
No.
She confessed, actually. So Nat was the one that suggested Singapore and Suzuka. So she's just subjecting me to, straight off the bat, subjecting me to Singapore. So that's good. Can you tell Vlad to give me water? He neglects me. Vlad, come on now. Nice glasses. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, happy to have you along, Ryder. You need to change the title on Twitch, honey. What have I done? Give me one moment. Let's sort that out. See, I did it. Just give me a beat. Hold on. Hold on a second. We can't have that. I did change it. No, I didn't. I put it in the schedule, but I didn't change it on here. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I truly am sorry. It must be the glasses. I can't fucking see anything. Just bear with me here. Oh god. Oh, I've quit. I've quit. I've quit. I've quit the whole thing. Hold on. Everyone just chill out for a second. Just relax. Just relax. Has that changed it? There we go. It should be good now. Am I correct in saying that it's good now? You're good. Okay. The glasses plus hat is a real Kiwi look. Thank you, G. Chur boy. Chur G. Yeah, Nico's here, Gray. That's good, isn't it? Rima. 8,000 to the Pokemon opening challenge. Where are we at? Where are we at on the Pokemon opening challenge? I think we're not the ones who need relaxing. I need relaxing. Somehow I still have energy after today. Chur. 23%. See, we're going to smash that. Anyway, yeah, so we are up to 259 followers now. 300 is the goal. So we're closing in on that. 24 subscribers out of the 30. That's great. And the bits I can't track on there, but it will probably say in here. We might as well check it. Bits still 1285. So that's good, isn't it? What am I working on? What am I working on? I don't know, but Minimeters had an update. Look at the new Minimeters. This black thing at the top. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. How's everyone doing? Has everyone had a reasonable start to the week? Everyone managed to make it through Monday, or maybe you're, partly through Monday. Maybe you're just starting Monday. I know we've got people from all over the place. No. Elf, you probably think it's like still Saturday or something. Yeah, well, hopefully we can put a certain shine on everyone's day. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see how we go. So, what I've been doing today, not that anyone asked, but I'll just tell you anyway, because that's just what I'm gonna do. I've been uploading. I've decided I'm gonna start uploading my back catalog onto BeatStars because I get a lot of DMs from artists, and I have to eat, basically, and I have to pay this thing called rent and stuff. And I understand that everyone, at some point, people have to do that. But, I would have artists DMing me, and my rates were my rates, and obviously they changed a bit with the Chase Atlantic, the whole favela thing. That sort of changed things a bit, and I got a lot of people who weren't able to purchase off me. So what I've decided to do, and I was only selling exclusive licenses. I had a few things up on BeatStars, but for the most part I was staying away from the leasing game. So I've decided to start going through my back catalog and uploading bits and bobs onto BeatStars. You can still buy exclusive licenses, but it's just so it's a bit more of a, there's sort of like terms and stuff like that as far as like, what you can do with it, but it's all there. All of the information is there. So let's have a look at the BeatStars page now. Here it is. So this is what we've been doing today. I think it's looking quite cool, and I think the prices are quite reasonable as well. I still am getting sales from the sample library, so that's really cool. But yeah, so this is like the vibe, basically. Standard lease, trackout lease, unlimited lease. I don't have a BeatStars where I have access to do the whole negotiating and exclusive thing, but in my bio here I just say, you know, this is what I do. If you want to talk about exclusives, just hit me up. Yeah, the Eradicate beat was made on a MIDI demo, and I dropped a message in the Chase chat, and I was just like, look, I'm gonna start uploading this stuff. So I sent everything that I'm looking to upload over to them, and just said, look, if people want me to hold on to certain ones, just let me know. And I haven't even heard about Eradicate. I was just feeling impatient and inspired, and I just wanted to get on with it. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, look, I understand this might be gibberish to some people, but also I understand that Battlefield, Formula 1, and Pokemon might be gibberish to the music producers who may have sort of gotten into the tribe and started following the whole thing because of music, and then just sort of said, what the fuck, why doesn't he make any music? Ay, ay, ay. You ain't getting money, you ain't getting paid, dog. Exactly. I'm gonna quit Discord on this computer. So yeah, I feel like we'll just we'll start from the beginning of what I was doing today, and we'll just sort of work our way through. And if people have questions, we'll just, like, you know, we'll listen through to it. It's kind of interesting going through all of this stuff, honestly. I hadn't listened to it for a long time. And it's sometimes quite fun to do that. Let me just quickly look at what's going on in the conversations here. Currently at the movies, but I wanted to say hello to you guys. Okay, bye. See you, Crass in my ass. Take care. It's okay, you're making music in your head. Well, yes, true. Who is Jay Cooper? Fantastic question. Oh, you can't watch it without... Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean... Oh, Jay is here. What a fine fellow Jay is. I appreciate the support, Jay, truly. Truly, truly, truly. We back at it. We back at it. It's another week. We need to talk schedules, my boy. Gather round, children. Okay. Yeah, let's just start going through this, shall we? Yeah, so this is Eradicate. This one is from, I think I made it at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, just before I went to LA. Hopefully the audio is all going to work. Once again, I set this all up like 30 minutes before the actual stream. But yeah, we'll just have a listen, and, you know, if people have questions about music or, like, you know, anything about the musical stuff that is happening, shoot them through and I'll do my best to answer. But let's just have a listen. It might be really loud also, so just let me know about levels, because we haven't done one of these in a while. Nothing. Nothing, Nico. Utility doing nothing. Serving no utility. Nothing, nothing. Is the audio, I mean, obviously it's probably going to be loud, but is it too loud? Is everyone happy with the balance? Yeah, so that's that. What did we have did we have any questions? I saw a couple. I've written a few songs, but can't produce worth to save.
Do you wear wigs?
Yeah, I wear
wigs?
Yeah, I wear wigs.
Will
Okay.
you wear wigs?
Yeah, I will wear
When
wigs.
will you wear wigs?
I'm wearing a wig right now. Jesus Christ. When did you start music and what inspires you? I mean, I started off doing musical theater, if I'm being honest. I was like singing. I was doing that, like musical theater and like classical singing. I got into production probably when I was like, I don't know, maybe like 13 or 14 or something. And then, yeah, just kind of dabbled. And then 2020, like in COVID, I locked in and started learning more about Ableton and spending more time on it. So yeah, that's kind of, and what inspires me. Oh, I don't really know. I mean, what inspires me? What inspires me is like having my own personal habits, like having good habits. Like I feel like I'm inspired when I'm able to like wake up, put good stuff in my body, like exercise, get fresh air, and like have a good balance. That's what inspires me. What's on the master bus? We already covered that. SoundCloud, Fire, Slap, MIDI demo, please. Can't happen, I'm afraid. Just straight up redlining hell, yes. Hello. Goodness gracious. What an amazing problem to have. There's so many people here. This is great. Do you wear wigs? Sig's my last resort. Yeah, there are those are on the internet. This inspires me to get my ass and try and mix my cover. Yeah, I mean, you know, go at your own pace. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like making music, so I don't. Today was a good exercise, like going through old stuff, and it's like that's inspiring to me as well, like going through old stuff. But yeah, so what was going on here? I don't know. I don't know how many music producers we have in here, and if people are interested in this. But yeah, basically not a hell of a lot. I didn't really do too much with it when I opened it. I had to find like a bunch of missing plugins and missing files and stuff like that, which was pretty annoying. But we've got, yeah, sample like is, you know, side chain to the kick. We've got Pan Man on this one. So that's this guy here. So he kind of like moves around a bit. He's kind of like all over the place, really. So that's what that guy's doing. Drum group, nothing on the drum group. The kick, is this kick by Cryptic, which I used to use all the time and I don't use anymore, but it's kind of cool. What about the hat source? The hat source I will show you. Let's just have a listen to the drum bus real quick. This is the drum bus. And I feel like you kind of like, if you're listening to the drum bus, you should. I think you have to listen to the 808 as well, because they're kind of like, I don't know. I usually treat them as the same thing, like rhythmically. Yeah, so it's got a nice bounce to it. It's a nice bounce. So yeah, nothing on the kick. The hat. Okay, so the hat. So usually I'd like nudge them a little bit, but this sample actually has has it delayed already, so you don't need to like gridding stuff is great, but I feel like if you like kind of nudge things off the grid or like have samples that have like, a slower attack, that can sometimes kind of make it feel a little bit more like bouncy in a way. But what's going on the hat? So the hat is sample. Sound selection is important. I have a utility on everything. Sometimes they're doing something, sometimes they're not. In this case, it's doing nothing. But then you see, okay, so this is hat source. So this is what is going on here. I have Echo Boy Jr. with these settings. So the hat is panned 22 left, but what's going on here is I've got it grouped, and the echo, or the echo is going all the way to the right. So if we listen to so this is the dry signal. And then just on the right, like tucked right in, it's not in your face. I tend to just line them up 100%, obviously depends on the song though, but I find the kick hits harder when the hat hits the same time. Yeah, it's two transient signals, so it makes sense that it would. But yeah, like if you listen in like, and it's subtle. Like if we let's listen to the drums again, and then let's take the echo of the hi-hat out. So that's without it. So that's no echo, and then I'll add it in now. It's super subtle, but it helps give a bit more of a bounce, I think. Yeah. So that's what's going on with the hat. I have a preset that I made for it, that I've saved somewhere, because every time I use a different machine, I'm just like, I need that. Overhead 1, overhead 2. I like these open, they're not overheads, they're open hi-hats. These are cool. It's like spray can. That's like a spray can. The first one's a spray can. That's like an open hat, but that's like a. That's what's going on there. The clap is... So okay, so again, this is like weird. Usually I don't use audio clips, I'll use MIDI, but in these ones I've used audio, which is which I don't really do anymore. So yep, that's that. The perk, nothing on that, nothing on that. There's not really much going on as far as processing. Top loop 1 isn't even a thing. What's going on here? Okay, so this is a top loop. So this has sidechain compression to the clap. It's got a Haas effect. So this is like an Ableton device that I used to use for stereo width. I don't use it anymore. But it sounded okay, so I left it there. And then Panman again. Panman can do a lot of heavy lifting. Honestly, Soundtoys stuff is fucking great. It's like, yeah, it's just easy. So yeah, if I take off all of the processing on this, this is what it sounds like. And then with the processing, just a bit more movement. I can show you my template later on, for sure. The last beat I made, I started from scratch, just because I was curious. Sometimes I feel like with templates, like they can be a little bit like constrictive, but they are faster, so it's a bit of a trade-off. But sometimes I find myself getting in habits when I use templates, which isn't like, I don't know, the latest beat that I've made, I'm really happy with, and I just started from absolute scratch. I have no idea either, Vampire. I'm skimming the surface. Thank you, Ryder. Yeah, no, exactly, Nico. That's exactly right. I appreciate that, Roses. Yeah, drums, I love doing drums. Okay, 808. So the 808, again, like so much of it is sound selection, honestly. Again, we've got a utility, compressor, sidechain compression to the kick, so it ducks but not much, like very little. A limiter, which I actually didn't even realize was on. I never used limiters. I don't use limiters anymore. Actually, there's a story about that, which we'll talk about in the next track. Yep, so there's two 808s. They've got the same processing going on, just different patches, like slightly different vibe for the hook and the verse. This one's a bit more like grub. She's a bit grubby. Thank you, Chase fam. Appreciate it. And then we've got this lovely little vinyl thing, which I love having on. So, and this again is sidechained to the clap. So every time there's a clap, which is in the hook, I think, it like ducks. It just like all of that stuff. Like I just play around with the attack and the release, and it kind of just like it adds like movement. But yeah, like that's kind of it for this one. If there's any more questions about it, we'll just listen through the hook one more time. I got that cheese touch. Yeah, so that's that one. Let's move on, shall we? So the next one was actually Eradicate. No, this is Eradicate. It was Detail. Oh, this was a fucking nightmare, to be honest. I don't know if I changed anything. It's sounding okay. Okay, so this one's a lot more simple. But for this one was not okay. So the thing that happened today, okay, it's not it's I didn't save it, but basically I uploaded them to BeatStars, and BeatStars does this thing where they put like their own like sort of thing on it. And so when I listened back to them, it was not handling what I was doing to the master, so it sounded fucking horrible. And so I had to, like, they were up there for like 10-15 minutes just sounding like absolute shit. Like all the transients were just like, just could not handle it. So I had to go back into Ableton and put a limiter on the master. Reluctantly put a limiter on the master because I think I'll decide how I want my music to sound. But BeatStars decided they'd do something instead. So I put a limiter on it, but anyone who does buy them, I'm pretty sure all of the files, like I just had to upload the preview file with the limiter on it, but all of the files that you get when you purchase the lease should be the ones without the limiter on it, so they'll sound good. But again, like if if anyone was to purchase them, I would, make sure that they've got everything that they've paid for. But yeah, I was gutted. So yeah, this one I had to completely rebuild. So I dragged in the original bounce that I had, which is here, and like all of the files were fucking missing. Like I had to replace everything and like just do the whole thing again. So this is the original. I'll play you a bit of the original bounce. This is a bit of a weird track, honestly, but it's kind of fun. Holy shit. Yeah. So the original is fucking hot to trot. Like that is. Oh my god! Umbreon is back, and he has come in with a dick ton of Pokeballs. Look out. No one is safe. No one is safe. Thank you, Umbreon. And thank you, Reema, again. Appreciate it very much. Very, very much. Yeah, I know. The Pokeballs are louder than my fucking beat. I should upload those instead. Yeah, so the original is fucking, like, even for my standards, that's like a little bit too much. But anyway, this is where I got it to today. We'll just listen through it once. So this is after I played around with some things. Sounds pretty similar, to be honest. It's just a little bit more under control, but still loud. Thank you, Umbreon. -7's light work. simple. Like, there's not a lot going on. Yeah, I'll show you what's going on in a sec. Yeah, there's heaps of people in here. It's really cool. Thank you everyone for coming. It's really cool. What? Say what? Who the fuck is that? Thank you, Rima. Some parts sound like granular synthesis. Yeah, because I bear Vigs. Chris connected. Chris connected. Thank you very much for the follow. Mucho apreciado. Okay, let's work through it. So the granular synthesis. So all of this is just one sample. It's there's nothing really going on in this beat. So yeah, let's have a listen. So the granular synthesis sound is coming from Portal. So if I mute Portal, and it's not like really in much of the song, but you can hear it in the intro. So if I turn it off and then on, oh wait, so that's on and then off. So subtle. What is maybe not so subtle? So EQ on the sample, but this again, if I just bring up the automation, oh yeah, so this is the automation for the Portal. So you can see like dry, it's just the dry wet going up and down. And that's that. And then with the what do you call this thing? This is called EQ. The band is just like opening and closing, so it's here, like it's kind of tucked away, and then it opens up going into where. So like in context, it's. It's kind of like a nice in to when it all kicks off. So the 808, yeah, so there's some drill 808 sample. I wonder if this is. So yeah, the range is up 24. The modulation, where do I change? So filter, one voice, and where is it? Yeah, so set to glide and 122. So that's like kind of important for the drill. Like I'm sure if people produce drill music, they know all about like the all that shenanigans. So if we open up the like this is the MIDI information for the 808. Let's just listen to it in isolation. Let's listen to it in isolation with the kick, actually, because I think that's important. so that's the 808. But there's some other stuff going on there as well, I think. It's turned up a little bit. Sidechain to the kick. This is I put this on today. This is raw in Ableton. I really rate it. It just gives like a nice bite. Like I have the mix like turned quite far down. But it adds like quite a bit, I think. So with it on, with it off, like it's actually kind of insane. Like that sounds so muddy and boring. This just helps push it, like especially on like small speakers, like that I find helps it cut through. And again, any mastering engineer or mixing engineer that got this would fucking hate me, but you know what? It's hey, not my session, not my problem. And then just a little duck at 66 hertz because the kick has a nice little punch at 66. So I boost it in the kick and duck it a little bit in the bass, just so like the kick and bass relationship is important. Which is another reason why I have the side chaining, which again people seem to be like kind of split on whether that's cool or not, but I don't really care. Breaking the rules is what it's all about, bruh. Agreed. Not my problem. Hey, guess what? Not my chair, not my problem. Okay, so the hat again, it's the same hat trick. With the delay. So without it, with it. There's a second hat. Wasn't aware of that. Oh yeah, okay. So this is actually more of like a snare, really, but I kind of just made it sound like a hat, so I called it a hat. Open hat. What's this? This doesn't look like an open hat. Definitely not an open hat. That's some kind of drum loop with no processing on it. Oh wait, no, there will be something on this. Nope, there's not. Fantastic. The snare is just a classic like drill / trap snare that sounds like this. Pretty bitey. Turned it up a little bit. Did I pitch it up? It's transposed down 2 semitones actually. Then we have the crash. This is a cool sound. It's honestly, it's in the beat so much. It's just like constantly going. Like it just like pretty much the start of every bar, it just has this crash, which I don't usually do at all. Not at the start of every bar. I'll use it to like in hooks to like help sort of bring like some energy, but this is just through the whole thing. But also the like structure, the structure of this beat is not really a thing. It's like, yeah. Vlad, are you out? See you later. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. The stream will be worse for wear without you. Yeah, so that's the crash, and then there's just like a triangle, which actually is like comes just before the beat. And then this final thing, and that's it. Let's just have a listen to the drums in isolation real quick with the vinyl. Where does it all kick off? Oh, and and with the 808 in there as well. Multi-platform streaming, the wonders. So on this one, I do have some stuff on the master though. So I've got this Pro MB, just multi-band compression, and Soothe 2, just to get rid of some of the high end. But it's like, again, it's like attenuation. It's like boosting the highs in the multi-band compression and then attenuating them in Soothe. Which, I don't know, it gives it a nice sound, I think. It's quite subtle, but I'll show you with and without. So this is without it on. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this one. Any cues? Any cues? Is everyone finding this interesting enough? Is this interesting enough for everyone? In terms of Ableton or any production platform, what main advice would you give to someone just starting? YouTube is your best friend and your worst enemy. Especially now. Have fun with it and just fuck around and find out. And comparison is the thief of joy. Enjoy the journey as best you can. You're enjoying it so bad. That's good. Little subtle cheese. Just a bit of cheese for you. Thank you very much, such a long day on Tok Tok. I'm being sent some roses. I genuinely had to put my vape down because it was burning so bad. Also, yes, it is interesting, Ben. Careful. Careful of the burn. Now I'm getting sent Stephen Wingmans on Tok Tok. Ra, you just love to learn. Little blender fiend. That tip is so for real about YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of snake oil on the internet about what's right and what's wrong. I just do what I like in my ears. Yes, keep the brain stimulated with learning. Makes me realize I'm doing too much in my own projects. Yeah, honestly, so, like, I don't know. Sometimes it just, like, works out, Gray. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, it's weird. Like, how many tracks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tracks. Like, you know, I have beats with, like, fucking 40 tracks, like, whatever. And it's the same fucking thing. Like, if it works, it works. And sometimes you just get lucky. Your cat is holding your hand, so you have to type with one hand. Yeah. Overproducing sometimes kills creativity. Yeah, 100%. That's why it's sound selection is so important. Like having good like source sounds is really important because then you can just keep moving on and not have to be like, okay, I need to EQ this, like put 7 instances of fucking, you know, fab EQ or like, you know, saturation on this snare to make it sound half decent. It's just like, nah, man, you just need to pick a different fucking snare. They shed some light on a problem I didn't even know I had. Yeah, that's the other thing, like referencing. Like, I trust my iPhone and my MacBook speakers more than I trust most things now. It's like if it can slap and I can hear it on my iPhone and my MacBook, like it's probably gonna sound pretty good in headphones and on speakers. See you, Rima. Thanks for coming. Mucho apreciado. Thank you for the cheese as always. Yeah. Yeah, if you get stuck into, like, if you, like, I don't know, sometimes you can have the vision and like hear a sound or like a loop or a sample and be like, oh shit, that would sound fucking sick if I half timed it and like, you know, did whatever, blah blah blah. Like sometimes the vision is there and that's all good, but when I find myself like just dragging sounds in and then just like, you know, fucking 17 plugins later, I'm just like, I need to find a different sound. Protective dampening, and my beats have an excess buildup of frequencies that trigger it. Oh no way! Fuck! I would not want that. So it just makes it sound shit, basically, Gray. Don't worry, Chris Connected. We're all confused. We're all figuring it out. Yeah, it's honestly, it's just like backwards. Like the amount of times I've been like sucked in the wormhole, being like, oh, I gotta do like gain staging. I have to do like X, Y, and Z. I have to do it like this, otherwise it's not gonna fuck it. It's like, nah. If you make it slap and like you can show, like especially with artists, I think like if you can go into a studio and show an artist a beat and it's like fucking redlining, it's just they will usually gravitate towards it, because like that's the thing. A lot, like so many people like in sessions have, you know, put their stuff through like Ozone or like fucking whatever smart software, so it all comes out like sounding pretty similar in my opinion a lot of the time. At like that stage, like mixing and mastering is a completely different thing, but like bedroom producers and all of that jazz, it can sound a little samey to my ears. Ozone mention. Yeah, but anyway, let's move on to the next one. No more questions on this one. Everyone's Gucci to move on. Yep, all good. Okay. So the next one was head top. Let's not save that. Okay, what do we got going on here? See, again, not like a hell of a lot of stuff. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 tracks. So not a huge amount, but again, we'll just have a listen through to it. And, oh, wait, does this one have the limiter on it? See, okay, this was what BeatStars drove me to, putting this fucking limiter on. I've turned it off now, but I'll show you what it does to it once we've listened through to it without it on. Let's have a listen to this one. I think this is the one I put in the Discord earlier. gotta treat that master channel badly, you know? You gotta... She can have a little bit of time in the green, but... Like, give it a bit of time to breathe, but every time that snare hits, and that kick hits... Yeah, I can't keep up with all of the chat, I'm afraid. I'm trying to keep it to music production, but everyone is welcome to have their own conversations. Of course. Drum slapping, yeah, drums are slapping in this one. They are truly smacking. The sample is good. It's a good sample. I'm glad you think it's amazing, Roses. Yeah, the ambience is on the sample library. Well spotted. Well spotted. The ambience is definitely on the sample library. Yeah, the delay. We'll get into that. Drum slapping. We'll get into that, Gray. Okay, let's go through this one, shall we? So we were talking about the Haas thing, the stereo imaging thing. So, okay, yeah, I think there's like a lot of really weird EQ, like Ableton and EQs on this one, and I didn't want to. I tried fucking around with them, but it just ended up sounding weird, so I just kept them. So we've got this EQ on this is the first sample. So we have, oh no, wait, this is the melodic group. This is all of the melody stuff. So we've got this EQ, so rolling out lows, a little bit of a duck and high shelf. We've got this EQ on there, which is just a bit of multi-band, like a dynamic EQ curve, just tucking a bit out here, bit here, bit here. And then this is what I use for like stereo imaging rather than the Haas thing now. I really like the SSL, the SSL fusion like stuff sounds really good to my ears. I really like it. Would recommend. I think Slate do like a have like a collab thing with SSL, and so you can, if you do the Slate Digital thing, you can get the SSL stuff, or you could anyway. Yeah, SSL stuff is really good. It's really good. I like it. And then we've got a halftime going on here. Okay, yeah, so we've got halftime putting in some work on the thing. So without, it sounds like this. But we want it nice and slow and ambient. And again, just rolling off a bit. I don't know if this ever plays when the kick is playing. It must do. There's a sidechain compression to the kick, audio effects rack. Wish I could tell you what's going on there, but I don't actually know. That could just be absolutely nothing. No! This had a Valhalla reverb on it, but I don't have or use the Valhalla reverbs anymore, so I just deleted it. So this can actually, I think this can go. Let's just, no, it's adding gain. then we have this piece of melody. It's pretty aggressive. So we've got, again, just a bit of EQ, side change of the kick, portal, so that's probably where the granular sort of sound is coming from. Let's have a look and see if there's some automation here. Is this so no, there's no automation. This is just 100%. Fill your boots. That's what's going on there. Then we've got OTT, which I don't really use. I don't really use anymore. But yeah, I made this in LA in when I was staying with Midi, Clinton, and Jordan in LA in the studio room. I was sleeping in the studio room, and I made this one. And then an EQ at the end as well. There's a lot of weird EQs. I don't really know what the fuck was going on here. I mean, anything could have been going on, to be honest. OTT, this is the third sample, so this is this one. It's like another layer. Yeah, I made it while I was sleeping. Yeah, so OTT, EQ, portal, compression, another weird EQ here. But all together, I don't think they ever play all together, but this is like the hectic bit. I love Portal. But it's just like, it's madness, really. Let's have a listen to the drums in isolation with the without the 808 maybe to begin with. They're outside of that, so. Hi Jay. How you doing? Yeah, so that's the drums. I don't know what snare I'm using. Let's have a look. So the drum bus has nothing on it. Drum top. Oh, okay, yeah. I did a bit of like general like EQ sweeping. Yeah, nothing crazy. Kick. Had to go in and put the AB14 kick in. This kick is the only kick I use, I swear. Just smacks, drop it down 2 semitones, you know, play with the decay, drop the volume -15 because it's loud as fuck, and always use impulse. And again, just punch at little punch in it, 66. Hat, same shenanigans. Same shenanigans, like pretty similar groove. It's another drill groove, so it's just like pretty aggressive on the EQ. I probably wouldn't do that nowadays, but there you go. But yeah, same delay situation with that. What's this? This is another hat. It's quite a nice sound, actually. And the snare. Let's see what snare this is. Elk. So Nico, if Nico's still here, he'll know about the elk snares. Pretty woody one. And again, like I've EQ'd it kind of. I probably wouldn't do that now either. And then these top loops do quite a bit of work. Again, with it's got the same processing as the hats, the normal hats. But then, like, yeah, pay attention to the panning as well, because I guess that's kind of important. But yeah, these are like all like chopped loops and then like consolidated into new things. And then there's another top loop here. So again, well, that one's actually not, because it doesn't need to be, but this is like sidechain to the kick. So just so you get an understanding of what I mean about the side chaining compression. So like without this, so with the side chaining compression, it sounds like this. And then without it, with it, see you later, Wani. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, panning does make a difference. Then we've got Hat FX. Don't know what this is. Okay, just some little moments. Some nice little moments, to be honest. Those little throws, like, I don't know. They're just like, I love them. Just like little bit of ear candy, little bit of sauce. Little hat fills with the same delay. Then we have the 808. Again, like similar thing, I imagine, to the last one. Range 24, one voice, glide, 111. That's that. So the 808. Let's do that with the kick. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. How's it going, Asia? We're all doing... I think everyone's doing well. Everyone doing good? There's something weird going on here. But see, okay, we'll just solo all of the 808 stuff, because there's some stuff going on here. So this is 808, and then this is 808 frozen delay, and then this is 808 reverse. 808 reverse has its own track, and all it is this. It's just that. It's not even the first sound that comes through. It's literally just this. Anyone who buys the stems for this is gonna have like just be like, what the fuck is the point of that track? There's no point to it. So let's have a listen to what's going on with these little 808 throws. I didn't even know that was a fucking 808. This bit here, like, what the hell? That's kind of cool. What the fuck did I do to that to make it sound like that? I don't even know. Those are really cool. Nice and crunchy. And then we got the vinyl thing down there. But yeah, so let's just listen really quickly to the drums with the 808 stuff and the vinyl. Yeah, it's crispy. And then with the master. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, where is this beat at its hardest? Okay, I'll see if you can tell the difference with this limiter on, because I definitely can. Let's listen to it from the drop with So this is with the limiter off, which is my preference, by the way. BeatStars made me put a limiter on it. Okay, and with the limiter. Yeah, but the transient in the kick sucks, in my opinion, Roses. That's the thing. I like, it's my choice to treat the master channel like that, and I treat it that way because I like the way it sounds. You know? Yeah. So that really actually bothered me a lot. It's mainly just a lot of time, Ryder. It wasn't something I picked up and was good at right off the bat. It's just a bit of time. But yeah, that's that one. Any more questions on that one? Is that all pretty good? Yeah, 100% Roses. I like my stuff hitting hard. Solid with this one. We're moving on to the last one for the day. I got plenty more to get through tomorrow. Good. That's the aim. That is the aim. Let's move on. Sorrow is the last one. This is a bit of a rogue one, honestly. I was on the fence about uploading this one. It's perfect. Thank you, Asia. Appreciate that. I'm pretty good at making edits and drawing, I would say. That's good. I can't draw for shit. I'm having to get okay at making edits because, you know, apparently algorithms want you to do that all the time. So I'm getting into the editing game. I'm happy to be able to share, Gray. And Roses. I'm happy that you guys are here. I don't know if we lost Nico, but that's okay. He'll be around. Okay, this one is Sorrow. This one I made this one in Miami. When we were there for the festival in, I can't remember where it was, but it was in Florida. And it was in 2022. But yeah, I was a bit on the fence about this one, but let me know what you think. And yeah. vibes from another dimension. Yeah, I haven't. Listening back to this now, I like it. It's cool. Yeah, I think they could too. Listening to it now, I can hear Chase, Xavier, or Jay on this. It's like R&B vibes. I actually really like this. Oh, it's trippy. Yeah, it's a sloppy one. It is a very snom type beat. Get some snoms going. But that's that one. I'm actually really happy with that, having listened to it just now. I'm a lot happier with it than I was when I listened to it this afternoon. So melodic group, just got this guy on it again. The fusion stereo image. The sample. It is a great sample. But again, okay, so it's doubling up. I've got the Haas effect on this one and the stereo imaging, so I don't know what that means. Let's open this up so we can see what's going on. So yeah, this is just the sample. I don't know if I pitched it down or anything. I don't think I did anything to it. Although these are consolidated, so I don't think I won't know what I've done with it. But as far as processing goes, let's have a listen. So, utility, Haas, and some EQ. Nothing crazy, just a bit of ducking, some like resonant frequencies, getting rid of those. That's that. And then I have another group here. I don't know why. This might have some automation on it or something. Nope. Just on the okay, yeah, okay. So this is why I made a template. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, it's just rolling off the lows and a bit of EQ there. Dynamic EQ. Then we have another. Okay, so this is the other sample. So compression, sidechain to the kick, more EQ, ducking. I like layer up EQs maybe too much. I don't know if I don't think I do this anymore. Like there's so many instances of EQ, and you kind of like you lose. You end up you get to a point where you're just losing like some of the body, and like I feel like they can get a little bit hollow. But that's what's going on there. Then we've got this one here, which is kind of like pumping. But like it's all the same sample. It's just like processed differently. So we've got OTT, EQ, ducking out all the lows and mids and stuff, and just like pumping the highs a bit more. Portal doing the pumping work, I think. Yeah, that's without Portal. And then sidechain compression to the snare and the kick, more stereo imaging, utility pumping it, and then another EQ at the end, getting rid of some of the highs. Jesus Christ. So that's getting, you know, that's getting towards an overcooked sound, but you can get there. That's the thing. So that's like, as much as I say, you know, find good source sounds, sometimes the way to get the good sounds is by digging through the shit and like working it out, you know. And then we have a synth here. This is Anna. This is like just a simple sort of line. That's just got some reverb on it, side chain to the snare and the kick, and a pretty serious fucking EQ because the sound is like without. Just have a quick listen. So yeah, quite a bit of like manipulation going on there to get that to sound any good. Then we've got this weird synth, which was from Pigments. Weird and wonderful little synth, honestly. Without all the processing. Pretty fucking weird, but works. And then so the melody group during the chorus sounds like this. See you later, Ines. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. So that's that. Then the kick, AB14, same thing with the duck. Just smacking. The hat, same stuff going on. No EQ on it. The delay thing going on, and another compressor at the end for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. Hats 2? What's this? Oh, okay. This is a little instance of arcade in here. It's nice. Arcade has good sounds. Then snare. Just like a little chop snare with the lows rolled out of it. Oh, it's layered. Okay, so we've got 2 snares. Okay. Interesting. I don't really do this anymore. But yeah, 2 snares. So one snare is that, the other's that. Interesting. And then we got some claps in here doing some like counter rhythm sort of stuff going on. Then we have some perk loops with some automation. Let's have a listen. Just chopped and fucked around with. Easy on. Then we have another. This is just a nice top loop. Lows rolled out, side change to the snare. We have another perk loop. Interesting. What the fuck? What the fuck was I up to in Miami? Damn. Yeah, this one's weird as hell. Damn, that's such a crazy perk loop. Yeah, you just fiddle around. Honestly, it's happy accidents. Then we have an 808. I don't. You see, listening back to this, I really liked the 808, and I changed it today. It was a different sound. The old mix of this was really, really bad, and it's sounding better now. Again, raw. Without. With. So beautiful. I'm gonna go now. My cat wants my attention. See you later, Chase Lost in Heaven. Appreciate you coming through. We're getting quite close to the end here. But yeah, that's the 808. Let's hear it with the kick real quick. The ghost, so I'm a little bit lost with the Twitch information now. And then this other bass, which I'm still not really sold on, to be honest. I think I could probably find a better sound. Super simple. Reverb on the bass, rogue move. I decided to do that today, put reverb on the bass. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ryder. Let's have a listen to the drums real quick. Let's get all of this drum stuff on the go. Where is all the drum stuff happening? Yeah. So that's that. But yeah, this is actually kind of cool. I just want to listen to it one more time from the top. Not all the way through, just a little bit. Maybe the CEO of drums. I don't know about that, but I'll take it. Thank you. Let me know if anyone has any more questions about this one. I hear that, Jay. I do actually hear that. Yeah, doubt it would work over this. It just needs to be a bit faster. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy with that. So that's what went up today. Wemo, the secrecy of life. Lay low, suffer in silence. Hop in, find your line. This is what I was working on the other day. Let's just have a quick listen to this. This is like the first thing I've written in such a long time, but we'll just have a quick listen to this. What's going on? Is that Kiki? Is that Kiki the Kiki? Lay low, time heals all. That's that one. This is one from last year, I think, that I'm thinking about maybe getting back into. It's the Kiki. That's literally all that is at the moment. But I think that has legs to be something for sure. That sounds cool. Yeah. Should we have a listen? Should I go through a little bit of the rest of the beats that I'm uploading? I won't open the Ableton sessions, but just to show you what's coming. Would that be useful for anyone? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, where are they? That's the big question. Beats for BeatStars. That's probably it. Okay, so look, I can mark this one green because it's done. So tomorrow I'll try and do another few. I'm doing very good. How are you? I made this in the living room The bar is very high. This was the first beat that I made after I got kicked out of America and stayed at Crass's parents' house. I was pissed. With my boy Sonic Boom. These ones are nuts. They're nuts. BENCHIKI. I was obviously in my feels at this point. I can track it. When was this? 23rd of August. Okay. Of 2022. Yeah, it's very phases. BENCHIKI. interesting, Jay. That's interesting. I wouldn't have picked that, but... They are very snom-worthy. This one using a sample Seth sent me. This one's hard. It's heavy, heavy, heavy. I think I sing in this one. I think I sampled my own voice in this one. I did a demo. I did my own demo over this. Should we listen to that? Or should we just listen to the beat? What's it called? Hold on. I might be able to find it. Give me a sec. Un momento. Yeah, here it is.
It's cold here in London. So many days I sit here and wonder, like, am I okay? Do I serve a function? And no one relates. I'm trying to process why I'm so jaded, why I'm so jaded, why I'm so Nobody else was gonna solve it. I made a choice when I decided, yeah. Doubling down, yeah, I'm going all in. Trusting the path, the future is calling, saying I did. Look what I did, look what I did. Yeah, yeah. I dream of the green. All of this money, how I'm gonna stack it. 21 days, 21 weeks, pick up the habits. Yeah, I'm trying to balance all of this nonsense. Splitting these pills, these orange and blues, I'm gone up to 5 A's. Pass it on, cause it's dreams that I wanna smoke. And it's dreams that are running low. Yeah, these dreams, yeah, they're running low. You find some peace, now you're on your own. She wants to sleep in, yeah, I wanna get up. And she wants a reason,
You know.
I'm trying to step up, straight from the edge of the hill, smoking a reefer. Melodical blue in the back, that shit was real, man. Straight to the top of the bus, sleep when I'm cooking it up. I wake up in Zurich, maybe Paris, man, I can't get enough. Yeah, everything for a reason. Close my eyes now, I dream of the green. All of this money, how I'm gonna stack it. 21 days, 21 weeks, pick up the habits. Yeah, I'm trying to balance all of this nonsense. Splitting these pills, these orange and blues, I'm gone up to 5 A's. Pass it on, cause it's dreams that I wanna smoke. And it's dreams that are running low. Yeah, these dreams, yeah, they're running low. You find some peace, now you're on your own.
Not as good as this though.
Determine what attribute the German people share with a beast. It would be the cunning and the predatory instinct of a hawk. But if one
It's
were to
Christmas
determine
with a
what
rat.
attributes the Jews share with the beast, it would be that.
It's
of the
Christmas with a
rats.
rat. Look, okay. I was hanging around a park, stark naked. A rat approaches me, I'm like, whoa, let's bake it. Okay, let's face it, I got no family to spend Christmas with. Might as well spend it with a rat. That doesn't rhyme, but guess what? I gotta watch a movie with a family and I've not got time. So, get your rodents out. Yeah, it's Christmas with a rat.
Consider for a moment.
I was running around the block selling dope, now I'm spending Christmas with a rat. Yeah, Christmas with a pack. Yeah, selling dope, stacking up Christmas with a rat. Yeah, I ain't got no friends in my end, so I gotta spend it with a rodent, yeah. He don't like no turkey, I don't got no ham. He don't really care who the I am, yeah.
I'll censor my own fucking music, you know? I'll censor it. I'll bleep out the cuss words. I don't know how you follow that up. Midi's definitely done a demo on this one.
BENCHIKI.
What up, Jay, if you're still there? Sorry, I did see your message, but I also don't know if when I talk you can hear me over the music. Am I tripping? You're right, Rob. Totally right. Noise. Yeah.
BENCHIKI.
few pretty ones in here. They're all very tranquil. I was really enjoying being in Sydney, I have to say. It was a nice change of pace. Yeah, spritzy type beat for sure. Yeah, that's what I was going for sure. Catching that one. Midi's done a demo over this one, I think. I think this is when I really started playing around with like the fills and the delay. Oh, this is a weird one. I made this one in Cairns. This is another one from Cairns. Yeah, I don't know if it was Cairns. It was probably something. Anyway. This one's a super simple one. I made this in the hotel in the morning in Melbourne before Sony and before Xavi and I went to Sony. No, Universal. It wasn't Sony. Before we went to Universal. Super simple. Anyway, you get the idea. There's quite a bit to there's a few to get through, so it's gonna take me a minute. But yeah, like the whole idea, as I said at the start of the stream, is to make like a little bit more affordable for people who want to do stuff over the instrumentals, because that's where the fun is at. Honestly, I love listening to the songs that people make with these. What? How many? I feel like tracks show all. How many are up here? Yeah, there's 10 up there at the moment. There's some really old stuff up there. But yeah, the artwork is really cool as well. I'm really happy with the artwork for it. So many lovely gems. Yeah, lots of lovely gems. But look, anyway, it's I was kind of dubious as to whether or not I was going to have anything to stream for 2 hours tonight. But it looks like we've made it to 2 hours. So we yeah, thank you very much. How did we go? We it was popping off in here tonight, to be honest. It was great. We got some followers. Enderu and Chris Connected. We've smashed it like in the last like week and a half or however long it is. I think I can't remember what we were on, but we're up to 260 followers. So we've gained I think probably like 40 to 50 followers, and we didn't have any subscribers when we started, and there's 25 of you now. So thank you very much. Yeah, all of the bits and bobs slapped on me, pieces of cheese and whatnot. Tok, I know that you guys are sending things as well. I can't see those as I stream, but I read them in the chat, and I really appreciate it. And I hope that this was a useful piece of time for everyone, basically. We'll do this again soon. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I think like I know I streamed yesterday, like Sunday, Monday, but I think having the days off is important. And yeah, we'll move closer to having like a bona fide schedule. And I realized this one was late notice, so thank you very much for everyone coming through. Yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their Monday. And we will do this again soon. Okay? Take care, everybody. Enjoy yourselves.